This week I'm gonna have 2 streams per day. I initially thought I would have like 3, but no need for that. I mean, I'm not gonna have enough time for that, so I'm just gonna have a morning stream about this time, 10:30 in the morning, until probably for 1 hour, and then I'm gonna do a 2-hour segment with testing and explaining and things like that. If you have questions or anything like that, I did it like that. Initially, I thought I'll do 3 streams per 1 hour, but testing takes too long when I'm explaining every position. So I'm gonna start doing 2 streams, one in the morning and one longer in the afternoon with testing. Currently, you can see I have a position. It was the second bar in the morning. Right here, 2 bars, and it went right off the bat with 20 some pips. So I moved my stop to 0. And it reversed a little bit, but maybe it's gonna go up again. I don't know. Right now, there might be another position in the euro, so I'm waiting on that. There's minute 50 on that. So in the morning session, we're gonna check news. I'm gonna open the news board. We're gonna see what news come up in the day. The board is gonna stay open the whole day, and it's gonna alarm me if anything is gonna happen and things like that. I'm gonna show you the positions that I have in the morning, if I have any. Some mornings there's nothing the whole day. I mean the whole morning. So I think the testing is more interesting for the viewers, not for me personally, because it takes a lot of energy explaining everything, going through all the positions and everything. But for the viewers, it should be more interesting. Here in the morning session, I don't know, we're gonna have a coffee and just see how everything goes. You see the position right here on the euro, the way it develops right now. It's still a signal. I preferred it with this bar being smaller. Just it looked better. Right now it's big. It's way too vertical. I like signals that are a little bit up the side. They go a little bit to the right, not extremely vertical. But you can't choose. If it's a signal, it's a signal. I need to shave. I'm gonna do that today. Okay, so we wait for 8 seconds and we enter. The good thing is that the pound is doing well, so maybe the euro follows. So the bar closes, I enter. You see I enter a little bit up. This is because of the spread. It's under 1 pip, but still you can see it on the screen. So that's it. We open 2 trades. The yen, it's not a divergence. You can see here the cross down. It's three highs up, but it's also 3 highs up on the TDI. We need it to be 3 highs down on the TDI to be a divergence. So there's nothing on the Japanese yen, euro and pound. We have a position. From here on now, it's just waiting how the positions are going to develop. There's nothing much. If you know the rules, right now I know that for at least half an hour I have nothing, because the only thing that can happen actually in half an hour is if if here 2 more blue bars, so I have to move my stop, or I just have to manage the position in a closer time period with just looking if it goes more than 20 pips, I have to move the stop to 0. But that's a good thing. I mean, the good case scenario. The worst case scenario, you just wait. Usually if I have it like that, and I can see right here, I can have a it's almost impossible for me to enter it here, up or down, it doesn't matter. On a big bar I can enter, but there's almost certainly going to be a resistance, because look at it, there's a resistance here, there's a resistance here, here, and another here. They're all like 5 to 10 pips apart. So even if there is a big bar on the Japanese yen, I cannot enter the position. Also, if a big bar goes down, there's a resistance here, there's one here, so I guess if it goes down, I can enter a trade. If it closes somewhere in this region, I can enter a trade. But usually big bars don't happen very often. As I said, we're gonna review the news. So I'm just gonna open it. This is for today. In gray, you can see these are the countries that have national holidays today. So part of Asia, it's Chinese New Year, so they're gonna have a holiday. That doesn't affect us much. It doesn't, because Asia is sleeping right now anyway. So even if they're not sleeping, I think it's like night time there, but not too long. We can actually check. So the current local time in Tokyo is 5:30. So they're 7 hours after me. So they're +7 on my time. So Japan is currently, but the thing is that they're closed, so they're not working today. I mean, even if they are, it doesn't matter. You can see they're not. Korea is not working. China is not working. This is in Indonesia. It doesn't matter. Japan is working, but they've already closed the markets. So currently only the European market is open. Frankfurt and London opened. This is all because of Chinese New Year. You see Lunar New Year, Chinese New Year. Hong Kong, China, same thing. Different countries, but same thing. You can see there's not many red. There's only one red news today, and it's Canada. So not a big deal according to my pairs. I'm not trading anything Canadian. So euro dollar, euro Japanese, and pound dollar, they're not connected to Canadian dollar. So even if they're, and this is not like a crazy news, it's building permits. This is just about the building market, construction market. Not a big deal. Even if it's the US building permits, doesn't matter. It shows you if the economy is getting up a little bit or not, but doesn't really matter. Usually building permits, the change is not going to be huge. So nothing like that. Usually you care about, the news that you care about are interest rate decisions, and the ones that you care about are when they're expected to change. Because most of the times interest rate decisions, they just stay the same. They stay the same for years. So you don't care about them. Then again, you care about the news. When these interest rate decisions are going to be announced, you want to know, and just be cautious. Don't just at the time when the news is coming up, don't open a position at that time. I told you the spread is going to go higher. I'm just going to put it on the other screen. The spread is gonna go higher, the ticks are gonna go higher, everything is gonna move fast, and you can't enter a profitable trade. You're gonna lose just because of the news. It makes no sense. You need to know when things like that are gonna happen, and just be cautious. Don't be afraid, just be cautious. On On the European side, you want to know when Draghi is going to be speaking. Sometimes it has an impact, sometimes, most of the times it doesn't. Again, interest rate decisions, unemployment rates, those are always important. US, European, unemployment rates. The unemployment rates for the States, they come at the same time every month, always the first Friday. So last Friday, the unemployment, this shadow and bar right here, this is the unemployment rates. It had an impact. You can see this gap right here. So the bar closed here and the other bar opened here. So that's 15 pip gap, just because of the news. It's pound dollar, so it's affected a lot by the dollar, especially at the time that this came. So this is about the news. Not a big deal about the news. There's also the FOMC. It's some monetary policy. It's FOMC minutes, I think. But it's at 9 o'clock my time, which is about 2 o'clock at noon, New York time. Also, it's 7 p.m. London GMT. So it's at, I think, 8 times per year, and usually when there's a FOMC, FOMC, that's how it's written. I'm from Bulgaria. Hello, Forex Voyage. Hello, Forex Voyage. I'm from Bulgaria. My accent is a bit strong right now. I'm still getting better with my English. I mean, it used to be better, but haven't spoken in a long time. So this is how the FOMC is written. This is the important news. Usually, big market, I can say shit is happening in the FOMC. Nothing you can make money from. You sometimes you can, but it's crazy. Just the market moves too much. There's like 100 pip bars at the FOMC, and it makes no sense to trade on news. Just don't. Have a profitable system, follow your rules, and if in the long term you're gonna make money. If you try to make money on news, you're just gonna lose money most of the time. Sometimes you can make money, most of the time you're just gonna lose money. So it makes no sense because news are unpredictable. There's some analysts that say they can predict news. I mean, sometimes but predicting and trading is different things. Analysts are usually not good traders. I mean, they can analyze, they can explain you stuff and tell you things, and when it comes to trading, they're not that good about it. I mean, trading, it takes patience, it takes skill. I mean, it's not that much of a, you don't need to be a genius to be trading, but you need to be patient. You need to have self-control. Analysts, they're smart guys. They're probably smarter than the traders, but they cannot trade. They get too emotional so you see the pound position right now. It's probably still gonna hit my stop, but it almost hit my stop once. Maybe now it's gonna hit my stop again. And if you're an emotional guy, you're gonna live through that. I mean, you're gonna go crazy because it gives you 25 pips and then you take 0, and this happens like 20 times per month, and you're gonna calculate this is like 400 pips. Yeah, it's not. I mean, I've tested it, and if you actually take every 20 pips that the market gives you, you're gonna make less than what you're making. I'm gonna make less than what I'm making right now. So it's not profitable. I mean, it might look good a lot of times, but it's not. It depends on periods. I mean, this position that I took 90 from it, so I'm gonna open my let me show you. So let's see what I'm talking about. This is the real the real spreadsheet. So for what I'm trading on the live, I can say it's a show, right? There's like one position over 20. So I missed this position. If I take 20, I'm gonna take 20 on this position. I'm gonna miss 70 pips. There's 3 positions which I took 10. Let's say at least one of them I remember I took 10 because it was 4 bars, so I put the stop to 10 and it took it. So let's say the other 2 positions I could have taken more. Let's say I could have taken 30, but I took 10. So they went to 30, but if I'm trading subjectively and I get drawn by emotion, I'm gonna take 20. So these 2 positions I take 20, and let's say 2 more, let's be optimistic, and 2 more positions I take 20 more. So that's 40 pips here and 20 more, 60 pips. But I lose 70 from this position. So in total, I'm making 10 pips more. But this is a bad week here. These 3 days, it's a bad week. None of the positions happened. Only this one. All the rest, they reversed. I don't need to close it. I'm still trading. This is a bad week. It's a bad period of time. Everything is ranging. I made 1 position and all the rest is range. So you can't make money in range. Same thing right here. It looks good. I mean, it's a 0. It's not bad. But it could be 50, 60. You don't know. It's still not that good week. I mean, maybe the whole month is gonna be bad. I don't know. Maybe the second half of the year is gonna be better. You have no idea. Maybe it's random. Maybe it's March, April, and October and November are the best months. I don't know. How could I know? I mean, okay, so the pound is 0. Usually Monday is a bad day. Not very many times Mondays are good. Usually Monday first position is a stop. I don't know why, I don't know how it works like that, it just does, I guess. You see right now it's a big bar, it's 30 pips, but it's on resistance. I kind of want to enter this trade because the trend is down, the bar is down, but the rules say that this is not the percentage that this is gonna work out, it's very low, so I'm not gonna do it. At some point I might show you my statistics, how I managed it and everything like that, but not now, it's too early, too few people watching. So if I had the same bar in the Japanese yen, it was gonna be a signal, but here it's not because of the resistance. If it was here, it was gonna close under resistance and it was gonna be an entrance. Right now it's nothing. Here, as I said, I don't like it just because it was too vertical, and right now it's gonna go right. Sometimes you know, but even if you do, it makes no sense to trade by things that you think you know, because I may think like that and it might work like that, but the time that I'm gonna trade subjectively and I'm just gonna say, okay, I can save myself 5 pips or 10 pips and wait and I'll enter later. And when you do that, the price is just gonna jump. And you're like, oh, I'm just gonna save 5 pips. And because of these 5 pips, you're gonna miss 50. And that's gonna hurt a lot more. Making mistakes hurts a lot more than following your system and just losing because of the rules are not working right now. Uh, you've tested it, you know it's working, you just have to follow it better. And that's the main reason people are not making money. They're not following the rules enough. A lot of times it's money management. People are not following their rules according to the money management that they have. I mean, they're trading with more than 2% risk. As I said before, that's a no-no. People are moving their stops. I mean, you should know the amount of risk you're taking before you take the trade. So right now I know I'm taking this trade, I can lose 20 pips. That's it. I can't lose more. Those are my rules. I know I can lose 2% on this trade. 20 pips. That's it. So I enter the trade, and that's the most. I cannot get hurt more than that. I already know. I lost in my mind when I enter the trade. I've lost 2%. If I make it, I make more. But when you enter a trade, you have to think you're losing right now, because the moment you enter a trade, you're losing. The market has to turn on your side for you to be making a profit, not the other way around. A lot of people think that when you enter a trade, you're gonna make money. No. It doesn't work like that. You don't know if you're gonna make money. I mean, your probabilities say that you are, but as I said before, like, look at my on the test that I made 2 tests, right? So look at the first one. It's 30 positions in profit, and there's 69 positions, 0 and a loss. So if you count it from 100 standpoint, they're almost 100. They're 99. So that's only on 30% of my trades for January. There's a profit. Everything else is not a profit. And in the end, the month is still profitable. As I told you, you're probably in real life, it's not going to be 70 pips. It's probably going to be 0 or minus 50. That's not a big deal. But look at January. It's almost the same. It's 10 positions less, but it's 4 positions less profitable. So it's 26 profitable, and the win rate percentage is the same. I mean, those are bad months. They're just not good. 26 profitable trades and 63 0 and losing. That's what the month looks like. You're gonna see better months from my testing when I do it, but you can see it's bad. I mean, it's not bad. The profit is 155 pips. That's 15%. That's crazy. But most of the trades, they're not profits. Not all of them are losses. Half of them are losses, but most of them are not profits. So you cannot rely on making profits like that. As you see right here, the pound is going down, but nothing I can do. There's the resistance. I cannot enter. It looked good just because the trend is down. I mean, the overall trend from here, it's down. That's why trades like that look good. But don't enter on trades that just look good. If they're according to your rules, you can enter them. Now, if not, don't. Like you can see right here, I had a signal. I mean, if I didn't follow my rules, I could have just as easily entered right here. There was 2 bars and a cross down. It's not, the green line of TDI is not under the yellow one, and that's against my rules. But I can enter, right? If it looks good, it's with the trend. It's high than the previous one. So it's good to enter it this right here. And now it's going to be stopped out. The bad thing is that if you start making mistakes, if you start going, let's say you enter here against the rules, and it goes up, and you're like, oh man, you get emotional. When you get emotional, bad stuff starts to happen. I mean, because there's no rules, you enter a trade which is not according to your rules. So once you enter a trade that is not according to your rules, you can do whatever you want with it. It doesn't matter. You already did a mistake. So you just want to save the mistake. You're like, oh man, I need to get out of this. I need to change it. I need to do something. And you start doing stupid things. You start doing things that are not supposed to be done. You move the stop. Instead of 20, you move it to 30. You move it to 40. The moment it starts reaching the stop, you move it. You're like, no, it's gonna go up. I mean, yeah, it's gonna go up. So I move the stop down more and more and more. And I'm like, at some point you're like, I'm just gonna remove the stop. At some point it's gonna go up again. Because if you go, you check the price, and you go like, you zoom out, you see right here, the price always goes back to the same place. That's true. I mean, it's true. But is it really? I mean, it's not a lie, but look, if I go to a weekly chart, look at this price right here, the price that we are right now. The last time that this price was seen was in 2003. So if you entered a short in 2003 and you moved your stop, how many years are you gonna wait until the price comes back? Because you know the price always comes back. Yeah, but not really. I mean, it does. Look, eventually it's gonna go, but really, look, the price here was 0.87. This will probably never come back. Some traders, I mean, in your mind, when you get crazy, everything seems legit. Everything seems like it's logical and things like that. Well, yeah, it might be logical at some point just because you saw some stuff. Don't do it. You see right here, the pound looked good, and it did good. It's over 20 pips, so if I enter the trade, the stop was gonna be 0. Some trades look good. If you get if you get experienced enough, you can enter trades like that. You can enter trades just because they look good, but you need to have history. You need to have 1 year of profitable trading. Just because you need to know that you can follow rules and you cannot, you're not gonna make dumb mistakes like changing the volume or changing your stop and things like that. Because even if I enter here, I still know the rules. I still know I'm gonna have 20 stop. I still know everything, and you cannot get emotional. If you hit a stop, you hit a stop. That's it. And you continue. That's all there is. But if you're not gonna follow the rules, you cannot do that. Currently, I'm not ready to enter trades just because they look good. I think I'm gonna be good at it, but I need to be patient. I need to wait. I need to do this stream thing. I need to wait for 1 year of history, see how things are going. If everything is good, if it needs a little bit of tweaking, then I can add the subjective part, but it needs to be very little. I need to take like 5 positions per month subjectively and maybe exit 5 times per month subjectively. That's all. I cannot just go every day taking subjective trades. This will not make me profitable. It's certainly not gonna make it better. So, and still the probability of this trade right now on the pound is it's gonna reverse to zero. This is what the probability is for this trade. We're still waiting. There's nothing much happening. Let me check something. Okay. If you want, you can ask me a question for some topic or something. Not like where you're from or things like that. I'm just wondering what to talk about right now. Price not doing much. There's not a. I mean, as I said, Mondays are not the best days. Usually, best days are Thursday and Friday. Most volatile days. It doesn't mean. It doesn't mean Thursday and Friday you're gonna make the most money. But usually those are the most volatile days. Those are the days that stuff happens. Friday is usually the best day or the worst day. That's in my experience. It's either Friday is a really good day or it's a really bad day. I mean, it can go in between also, but not that big of a deal. Monday, usually not a good day. I mean, me and my colleague, we actually thought that we can skip Friday at some point, start skipping Friday. It's not, I mean, in overall, Friday is profitable, like in a year term period of time, but not that much. I mean, compared to the rest of the days, Monday, I mean, I wanted to say Monday. In overall, Monday is not. It's not that profitable. It's like it gives you 10 to 15% of overall profits. Consider that there's 5 days per week, and usually in 5 days per week, it should be 20% per day, right? Something like that. So 10% day, it's bad. It's 2 times less. So those 10% are made up of another 3 days, another 4 days. So you can rest 1 day more and you're gonna lose just 10% of the whole profit. You're not gonna lose 10% in profit, you're gonna lose 10% of profit. That means if you make 10% per month, you're gonna lose 1% of that 10 of the whole profit. Not a big deal. But you gain 4 days more rest. It only matters if you start making big money. If you're making small amounts of money, it doesn't matter. You're still gonna need to work on Monday. But if you're not making, if you're making big money, then you can actually use this Monday to rest and do other things. Take care of your family, or just, I mean, you can be with your family Saturday and Sunday, and just Monday take it for yourself. Stuff like that. I mean, little things. Just, it's an option. It's an option out there for every how can I say, for every little just option that you have, you need to know that it works or it doesn't. Like the statistics for it, if it's good to take it or not. You always need to check those little things. You need to check if it's gonna work out for you or not. A lot of times it just looks good, but it's not. I mean, how can I explain it? So this big bar right here, I know it's on a resistance, and I know it's not profitable in the long term to take this signal. But there's actually a saying in trading, like if one system is not profitable, the opposite should be profitable. That's not actually true, because let's check it like that. So I've tested it for my rules, and this signal is losing money whenever there's a bar over 20 pips on resistance. It doesn't make money in the long term, so it actually loses money. So if you think about it, if I enter on this bar on the reverse, so the bar is going down, I enter a buy trade. That's gonna make me money. Well, it's not actually gonna make me money, because my rules are on the 20 stop. I take 0. So how do I change my rules so I can make this profitable? I cannot, because with my rules right now, I have a 20 stop, and if it goes to 20, I take 0 if it reverses. So this usually reverses from 20 or from 0. It hits a stop right off the bat, or sometimes it doesn't. But the statistic is it's like it's a 40% signal, so, and 30% zeros. So that's huge. That's like it's like the statistics that I show you from the test. If you reverse them, you're not gonna make a profitable system. Let me show you the calculations. So if I open a reverse trade, this was gonna be a stop, because my stop on a reverse trade is 20. I'm gonna make 20, so I'm gonna put the stop 20. But that means all my zeros from my previous testings are gonna be stops, and all my profits from previous testings are also going to be stops. So you put all the zeros and all the profits to be stops, and then it's over 50%. I just had an idea actually how I can make this trade profitable. If I make it 1-to-1, if I take 20 pips, if it's over 50%, it's gonna be profitable. I need to check. You see how the stream is important? You talk about a lot of things, and at some point something gets profitable. I mean, some idea pops out and you need to check it later. I just need to make a new file. Here, I'm just gonna do it in front of you. Ideas. Okay, so we have an ideas file right now. This is good. We can actually use that in later time. As I said before, after I do the 1.5 year testing, I'm gonna start exploring other options, like little tweaks, testing just one signal for a longer period of time and things like that, just to see how everything performs, and things like that make your system a lot better and make your trading a lot better. In the long term, that's more important. I mean, your personal trading. Testing is not always going to be exactly as trading, but your personal trading needs to get better. In order to get better, you need to put the work. The work means actually testing. Looking at the screen and trading, that's not work. That's just looking at the screen and just playing. You know, if you see some newbies, just like the guy here from Forex Voyage said, they always say it's a play. So I played this position. You don't play here. This is a business. You trade. When you lose money in trading, it's not a play. You just lost money. Somebody played you. I mean, you gave that money to somebody else, but they didn't play. Those people worked. They made the money. You play. You play, you lose money. The other people trade, they make money. So you need to decide if you're gonna play or you're gonna work. This here with the stream, for me it's work. Last Friday I made a 3-hour stream. My head hurt after that. It was I talked for 3 hours. I tested it. It was exhausting. I was like, wow, that's so. I had an appreciation for streamers. I mean, there's this guy, Jason Stapleton. He's a pro trader. He does live streams and things like that. All of his are paid, but he's good at that. And you have appreciation for this. Once you try to do it, you see that it's hard. I mean, it looks easy, but it's hard. I still don't have appreciation for the gamers. I mean, they work hard. I mean, they game for 8-9 hours a day. That's hard. But the streaming while gaming, that's easy actually. Just because, I mean, you have fun while streaming, while actually playing a game, and you're streaming. And most of them make good money from streaming. So it's actually a good thing. It's a good thing, but it's not that hard. I mean, but what they do on a professional level, that's hard. Getting better every day, that's hard. In every profession, getting better every day is hard. As I said before, I have a small business, and I guess I neglected it in the last half a year, and it got worse. And I think it's my fault. I mean, pretty sure it's my fault actually, but nobody else cares about it, so it has to be my fault. But I neglected it. I thought, well, it's gonna work out. But I didn't realize that it worked out because the people that worked there were good. And when they changed, I didn't make sure that the other people, I got easy on them. Just because everything was going well, I got easy on the people that worked there. And it started not going well. So that's my fault. As a manager, it's my fault that I didn't go hard on the people. Just because the production was good, it didn't mean that their production was good. So I think that the previous people that worked there, they had an impact, and it went over. But at the time that the positions changed, probably the new girls that worked there, they weren't enthusiastic enough. They didn't just pay attention enough. They were lazy or things like that. You know, the normal stuff. Why people don't work is good. It's never about the money. You can have people working for no money, and they'll be working better than people that make €1,000 per month. So it's not about the money. If you lower somebody's salary, they start to work worse. But they decided that. I mean, it's complicated. But I read a lot of things about that, and it's never about the money. In the beginning, I thought it's about the money. I tried with money incentives and things like that. Strangely, it never worked. Giving people more money doesn't mean they're actually going to do a better job. They don't do a better job. Some people do, but not a lot. Very little people get motivated by money. You need to motivate people by making their life better. Their experience better. I'm not sure. The thing is that I'm not sure exactly how you do that. In trading, you're the boss, you're the manager, you're the supervisor, you're everything. So that's the bad part. There's nobody to tell you you did a mistake here, don't do it again, or I'll cut your salary. Nope. Here you did a mistake and there's no salary. Actually, you lost your savings. And you're like, what the fuck? So what do I do now? Nothing. You go find a job, make money, and start trading again. I don't know. It's complicated. The euro is going good. The pound is probably gonna reverse from 20 something again. You see, in a day like that, it goes up, it reverses. It goes down, it reverses. Nothing you can do about it. You cannot. A lot of people trade and they wish for like the holy grail. You're not gonna catch the holy grail. You might get lucky one time, make 100 pips. That's it. You're not gonna catch the holy grail. Usually if you catch 20-40 pips, that's awesome. I love positions that are like 30-40 pips. That's awesome. Good months for me are usually months with low there's not many stops in those months. Those are the good months. The profit is still the same. Like look on the test. The wins are 800 pips for December. There's 820 pips for November. So the difference is in the stops. If you go and have 400 pips stops, there's gonna be 420 pips profit. This thing, it doesn't depend on you. I mean, it's not something you can control. So you see, before when I told you I can wait at least 2 bars and there's nothing that's going to happen, it's actually more. There's 3 bars here and nothing I need to do. On the pound, it just hit my stop to 0. So again, nothing I need to do. So in real life, if it wasn't the stream, I can do whatever I want for this half an hour. I can do testing. I can do another work. If you're like let's say I don't know, a programmer or web developer or something like that, you can do your job in between trading. The thing is that you can actually do that after you get good at trading. Before that, you cannot do that. You need a lot of time in testing. As I said, like testing is the actual working of this job, because first of all it's boring. Testing, it takes time. You don't actually make money. You don't make real pips. You don't make real life history, because testing history. First of all, if you the way I'm testing in those streams, it's 100% accurate. It is because I'm telling you every position I'm gonna enter right here. I'm moving the stop right here. I got closed out right here. This is like live trading. The only difference is that it's not actually live. It's from past performance. But it doesn't matter. It just, you trade. It's the same thing. You don't know what the next bar is gonna give you. So you're like, I'm opening a position right here. It's like a training session. In order to get better at basketball, you practice. The professional players, they practice the most. Usually that doesn't make sense to most people. I mean, most people think if I get good at something, I'm not gonna do anything after that. I mean, I'm gonna get extremely good at something, and I'm gonna lay down the whole all day and just gonna do it, and it's gonna be easy. Yeah, I wish it was like that. I mean, you get good at trading, but maybe in trading it's close to that, but you always have to have testing. Just because at some point there's gonna be a bad period of time. There's gonna be 3, 4, 5 months that are shit. You don't make any money. Maybe you lose 10%, 20% in those 6 months. And you're like, fuck, my system stopped working. And you need to start doing testing again. You need to check, is my system stopped working? Or is it just a bad period of time? I want to see, why is my system not working right now? And you start testing and you go 5 years back and you're like, well, in those 5 years there's like 2 times in like 2010 and 2013, and it's the same thing. So it's just a period. Let's wait it out and see what happens. And sooner or later you're gonna wait it out, and in the 7th, 8th, 9th month you're gonna make 10%. The 10th month you're gonna make 10%. You're like, oh, okay, so I'm profitable now again. And you're like, oh, okay, everything's fine. The moment you need to have short memory. You need to forget that the last month was bad. You need to forget that the last 5 months were bad. You need to keep trading the same thing. In NBA, they say the best players, they have short memory. Just because of this habit. They do the biggest stupid thing in their career, and 5 minutes later they don't remember it. I mean, they do remember it, but they keep playing like they never did it. This is called short memory. You need to have short memory in trading. You need to forget all the bullshit that you make last year or this year or right now, and you need to keep trading, you keep following your rules, and just that. Everything up until now, until today, is a lesson. You lost money, you did stupid things, it doesn't matter, it's a lesson. In real life, you always have lessons. The first time you picked up a girl, it was horrible. You were like, oh, probably you went to, hello, you're very beautiful. Come on, really? You just said that? And she's like, okay, get away, creep. And the second time, you're not gonna go, hello, you're so beautiful. You're gonna go, hey, what's up, bitch? How's it going? She'll be like, who the fuck is that? Things like that. You grow up. You get better at stuff if you want to get better. You can always go and try hello, you're beautiful 1,000 times, and it's not gonna work 1,000 times. So you're not gonna keep doing the things that is not working. I'm just measuring here the euro to see how long until I have to move my stop to zero. So I need 5 more pips. So if this bar gets to 10, I need to move my stop to 0. But yeah, in order to grow, you need to practice. You need to work hard. Practice is actually working. There's no difference. Practice, working, same thing. I can show you a video of a 12-year-old boy having basketball practice. I'm pretty sure most of the people that you know or I know, they never in their life worked that hard. I'm actually not sure that I've ever in my life worked as hard as this kid. And I think that I'm doing okay in life. But there's lots of people that they never, I'm just gonna share the video. But it's hard. Life is hard. If you don't work hard, it's hard. If you work hard, the working hard is tough. Everything else, nice, easy. Because you work hard before it. You practice, you took lessons, everything was awesome. What the hell? strange. Okay, I'm looking for the video, but oh wait. So a little bit more. Very strange. Okay, I can't find it. All right. So pretty much I can move it to -5 right now because it's 19 point something, and I don't want to get -20 from 19 point something. It's almost 40 pips and you're losing on that. So yeah, I move my stop to -5 and it's 10 here, so I move it to 0 now. Perfect. So I got 2 positions today and I'm not gonna lose anything. That's good. For a Monday, amazing. 2 positions and not losing, it's good Monday. We'll see, maybe I'll make something. I don't know. Okay, my first stream is almost over now. I'm gonna wait for this bar to close and just explain what my options are for these positions, for this position, and I'm gonna end the stream. I'm gonna take a shower, have lunch, and probably at about 2:30 I'm gonna start streaming again. So after 3 hours, 2:30 my time. That's 12:30 GMT, 1:30 Central European time, and 6:30 New York time. If there's any early bloomers in New York, they can watch me. You can subscribe to my channel. Currently I have only one guy subscribing, so come on, make me popular. I need investors after 1 year. In order to get them, I need to get popular. Because my history is gonna be good after 1 year. Just wait and see. Everything is gonna be fine. We just have to be patient and hope everything turns out to be good. There's 5 minutes until this bar. I don't know why I can't see the fucking kid working out. Interesting. After you have your rules, it's not hard. Usually it's better if your rules are like really good and the system is very profitable. I haven't seen a system like that yet, a system that is like very profitable. There's good systems that they're like 60%, but they don't take zeros. It's either a stop or a loss. It's either good or bad. I don't know. For me, this system works, so I'm just gonna keep trading it and have history. So far, I have 1 week of history that is reviewable. I want to have more. After 1 year, we'll make a fund or something like that. We'll see. Maybe if the channel is profitable, we're gonna make something from that. I don't know. I mean, not profitable, but popular. We're gonna see how everything turns out. It's actually like a job, 1 year investment in time, because in this 1 year, I might enter some amount of money in this account just to make a little bit of profit, but it's not gonna be much. Just this is not the point of the account. The point is actually for the history. Also, the investment in time in the stream, it's 1 to 3 hours a day of streaming. That's a lot of time in what, 250 days per year. Let's say 200 days per year. If I'm sick or something like that. So 200 days for 3, that's 600 hours I'm gonna spend streaming for the next 1 year. And I'm probably not gonna make anything from the streaming. Just gonna explain stuff. What I'm gonna get is help my discipline, maybe remember some things, maybe some things are gonna pop up in my mind, like the ideas folder, but nobody knows. Maybe after 2 months I'm gonna still have two or three viewers per stream, or like right now 1. Thank you very much for watching, whoever you are. But yeah, you never know how things are gonna turn out. Maybe I'll have 1, maybe I'll have 1,000. Wishful thinking. I just watched, there was a video on YouTube I didn't know how to make a stream, so I needed some explanations, and there was a video on YouTube and one girl was promoting like YouTube Live, and I was like, in the video she was like, okay, so the first time I started streaming I had 90 viewers, right, like in the first stream, and I was like, what, 90 viewers in the first time? So I'm like, okay, and the first time I was streaming I had 3 viewers, and since then I had less. Yeah, I must be boring. I don't have boobs, but yeah, if I had, I think my stream was gonna be more watchable. In the boring times you could watch my boobs. You cannot do that right now, but it's fine. I might have a poster in my bag of some boobs. That might make it interesting. I gotta think of some marketing strategy. How to put boobs on a Forex stream. How to make a Forex stream more booby. So, this bar is closing right now. Currently I have 3 blue bars. So if the next one is blue, it's gonna be an automatic stop move for me. So if it's like a 10 more pips, or let's say 5 more pips right here, I'm gonna move my stop to 25. If it's red, I just continue to wait for an exit. An exit for me would be 3 red bars, or if I get stopped out, or we'll just wait. If it's not 3 red bars, or I don't get a 4 bar here, maybe this position will be still open until the time that I start my stream again. I'm gonna stop streaming right now. As I said, take a shower, eat lunch, and in 3 hours I'll be streaming again, and I'm gonna do one test, and probably the stream is gonna be for about 2 hours. Okay, good guy watching, have a nice day.